The L. Douglas Wilder School honors excellence in Virginia government, sponsored by Dominion Energy, Altria, and Virginia Housing. Now your host, Jessica Knoll.
We're here on the VCU campus where the L. Douglas Wilder School of Government and Public Affairs is educating future public servants in 3 undergraduate programs and enhancing the skills of many current public and nonprofit professionals with their numerous graduate and certificate programs. As a nationally ranked top 40 school, the Wilder School is recognized not only in the Commonwealth, but nationally and internationally for its work. We got a chance to sit down with the school's dean, Dr. Susan Gooden, to learn more.
The L. Douglas Wilder School of Government and Public Affairs is a top-ranked, nationally premier School of Government and Public Affairs. So we're very excited to be ranked in the top 15% of all programs nationally. And we have programs in criminal justice, public administration, homeland security and emergency preparedness, urban and regional studies and planning, and we have a PhD program in public policy. So we have programs for over 1,000 students at the undergraduate and at the graduate levels. You mentioned our online MPA, which we're very excited about. We're admitting students to that in the fall. We still have the traditional MPA for those who want to enroll in person. But we have the online as well. Throughout the Commonwealth of Virginia, we have over 190,000 state employees, 150,000 federal employees located here in the Commonwealth, and having our program online provides just another avenue of education excellence for them as they continue in their careers in public service.
The school's namesake, Governor L. Douglas Wilder, remains an inspiration today. With his historic inauguration as Virginia's 66th governor, he became the first elected African American to be governor of any state. As a distinguished faculty member in the school that bears his name, the governor's days are filled with lecturing, writing, and media appearances. We're pleased to share his thoughts on the importance of public service. As an exceptionally effective state chief executive, Virginia was twice named Best Managed State by Financial Times. During your governorship, you certainly have a rich legacy here with the school. How does the Excellence in Virginia Government Awards reflect that legacy today?
I think the EVGA is a reflection of where we've been, where we are, and where we need to go. And we shouldn't be satisfied with where we are. We look to see how we can remove, encourage, replenish, refresh, and do whatever is necessary to make government be what it's intended to be, and that is for the people, period.
A hallmark of the VCU Wilder School is to recognize public service individuals and organizations, as well as their nonprofit and private sector partners, through the Excellence in Virginia Government Awards. Governor Wilder's leadership and public service were the inspiration for these awards, which recognize outstanding work at all levels in government and nonprofit work in Virginia. The first 2 Excellence in Virginia Government Award honorees are having tremendous impacts on their communities. In Danville, Police Chief Scott Booth is being recognized with the Innovation in Government Award for his commitment to community policing. The impact of COVID-19 on the Latino community was devastating at the start of the pandemic. Sacred Heart Center in Richmond is being recognized with the Community Enhancement Award for their life-saving work to reach this often overlooked community.
On a cold Sunday in February, the faithful file out of Sacred Heart Church in South Richmond after celebrating the afternoon Spanish Mass. Several take a detour just behind the church to Sacred Heart Center's vaccination clinic. When the pandemic first struck, the Latino community was devastated by COVID. It didn't take long for the leadership of Sacred Heart to realize they were facing a wide-scale crisis in their community.
We had, at that time, positivity rates of 50 to 60% when the general population was, I think at the max at that point, was maybe 12-15%. So that also was the deeper context that we were facing as we went into the vaccine rollout. And just knowing the mistrust and the fear that can exist around healthcare providers, we knew that we wanted to assist and support and could be part of the solution.
Working with longtime partner Bon Secours and the Richmond Health Department, Sacred Heart began educating families and offering vaccinations on site. By early 2022, more than 4,000 vaccines had been administered. This took a kind of trust that can only be built over years of faithful service.
Always we are trying to find the way to connect our community to different resources, and it's one of the most important things that we can do for our community at this time.
This successful vaccine outreach, most likely saving hundreds in the community from painful illness and even death, dovetails with the center's longtime mission in the community.
Have a good one. All right, have a good day. All right, have a good day. Have a good day.
The high fives are routine now, the lunches comfortable. That's because Lieutenant J.W. McLaughlin is now a welcome regular for the students at Park Avenue Elementary School, where Danville police frequently stop to participate in the Lunch Buddies program. Every month, officers and department civilians select a neighborhood and go door to door and, more importantly, face to face to meet citizens and listen to their concerns. These are just two examples of the Danville Police Department's commitment to community policing, a commitment that starts from the top.
So to me, community policing is really foundational to everything that goes on with reducing crime, with making a community better.
When he took the job in 2018, Chief Booth created the Community Leadership and Immersion Program to help new officers better understand the community and to help citizens better understand the police and their mission. It's all about creating relationships.
If you don't have a police department that's connected to the wants and need of the community, which you're there to protect and serve, then you're never going to be effective.
Community policing in Danville is working. Crime is down, and the reputations of Chief Booth and the Danville Police Department are on the rise.
He doesn't just sit behind the desk. He's out in the community, out talking with folks, and more importantly, listening to our citizens and really opening those lines of communication between the police and the community. And it's just been a huge, huge boost to our city.
And to top it all off, they're having a lot of fun in Danville, Virginia.
Inspiring work done by the Danville Police Department and Richmond's Sacred Heart Center. In addition to recognizing outstanding individuals and organizations, the Excellence in Virginia Government Awards also provides 2 scholarships for Wilder School students each year. The Wilder School's Assistant Dean of Student Services, Shawana Isom-Payne, explains.
Scholarships turn dreams into degrees. And that is an opportunity for really a transformational opportunity and experience for our students to be able to pursue their education without that financial burden or hardship, and making some tough decisions sometimes that students have to do on having a job, focusing on that job, and being able to really focus primarily on their studies, on their academic studies. And that scholarship provides those funds to free that up and create the opportunity to really pursue and go all in on their academics.
The L. Douglas Wilder School honors excellence in Virginia government, sponsored by Dominion Energy, Altria, and Virginia Housing.